So my livestock guardian dog, Toby, is an incredible dog, but he sheds a lot. And especially when it gets to be this time of year, it's crazy. I mean, look at this. I'm just pulling out fur left and right. That's because he has two different types of coats. He has a heavy winter coat, which lets him live outdoors 24/7 during our cold Vermont winters, but then he has a much thinner summer coat. But this time of year, when we're in the middle of spring, that's always the hardest time for Toby, where he's going from his thick winter coat into a nice sleek summer coat. But to help my good buddy out, I usually brush him every single day, and that helps get a lot of it out. But even as I walk around the farm, I still find Toby tumbleweeds. So right here is an example of a Toby tumbleweed. What do you think, Jenny? Oh, you just want to rub up against the Toby tumbleweed? Now, because Toby sheds so much, I've had this dream of one day making like a scarf or a sweater made entirely out of knitted Toby wool.
See my vest made from real gorilla chest.
And since we're in springtime, I figured it's a good time to start the collection process again. I have 4 different brushes here and a very, very patient pepperoni pizza. Let's see how much fur we can get. Would you look at that? That's an insane amount of hair. By the way, I should do full disclosure. Because I knew I was making this video today, I didn't brush Toby yesterday. I love brushing Toby because it's actually a good chance to just spend time with him and bond with my best buddy. I take Toby to the groomer twice a year, and he's got an appointment in a couple weeks. And as much hair as I pull off of him today, it'll be insane to see how much hair our groomer Nakia pulls off of him. Especially when she uses the blow dryer. Try the slicker brush? Yeah, you like this one. Toby, would you look at that? Look what you're producing, buddy. Yeah, I find the different brushes do different things. This one is great for like getting him like set and ready for a nice brushing session. This one does an amazing job of just pulling the hair right out. Actually, a very generous viewer sent us pretty much all the brushes we now have in our collection. I really appreciate it when you guys send those gifts. Toby's breed of dog is known as the Maremma. Maremma fur is really magical stuff. It seems to almost repel dirt. When his coat dries off, the dirt just sort of falls right away. I think Jeannie wants to get in on the brushing action too. You can see she's got a little bit of a kitty winter coat. We're gonna now try the last brush in our arsenal, which is I think called the undercoat brush. This is probably the brush Toby likes the least. Yeah, it gets out like the longer, coarser hairs. Good boy, you're doing such a good job, pal. You know, sometimes I'll find Toby lying on his back, rolling around this time of year. It's another way that he actually gets his coat cleared off by himself. Well, that fur is building up. It'll be interesting to see how much we have at the end. My, would you look at all the wreckage? Toby, you did such a good job there, buddy. You're looking so good. Don't want to lose all this valuable fur, huh? You know, sometimes I see like the birds in the area taking this fur and they use it as a nest, so I don't try to get every last drop up. I mean, it's obviously biodegradable. I don't want to get too much dirt and debris in here because I do have to clean this stuff. What do you think, Toby dog? This is quite the collection of hair we got going here, huh? All right, so we're gonna take the fur that I collected today and add it to the rest of my, hey, get out of there. What are you doing? That's your fur, man. Don't eat it. I keep this bag, and this has got like fur from the last week or so that I've been starting to collect again for his spring shedding. Jenny, you're making a mess out of the fur. Come on, girl. Oh man, these animals. So we've got almost 1 shopping bag's worth. It's supposed to be a warm day today, buddy, so hopefully that helps. Now you guys might be wondering, why don't I do that same sort of brushing with our new puppy, Abby? Hey, Abby Dabby Doo. You ready for your brushing time? Come on. No, that's all Toby's fur. That's not your fur. So with Abby, I'm not collecting her fur like I am with Toby dog. You see, Abby came to our farm as a puppy from California back in March. She actually has less of a coat than Toby does right now even. She's grown in some hair a little bit, but you're gonna see she's not nearly in the shedding phase like Toby is. Yes, I know. You're such a good little lady, Abington, yes. That's nothing compared to what I was pulling off of Toby. But it's just a good habit to get her in so that she doesn't fight or resist when I do need to start brushing her on the regular like I do with Toby, when her fur gets a lot longer. Yeah, see, that's barely anything that came off of you, girl. Those who are wondering about Abby's grooming, it's not nearly as intense as Toby dog's grooming. You can see the ducks are enjoying another beautiful morning on the pond. The pond waters are starting to recede a little bit. This area that you see in here is actually our main pond area. That back pasture is just sort of the overflow section. I'm gonna have to reseed it now that the water's starting to recede. You know, it's funny, I tried an experiment with the ducks this morning. Didn't quite go so well. So a lot of people don't know this, but ducks absolutely love peas. In fact, this baggie that I have right here is like a narcotic for ducks. And I'm about to release the quacken this morning and give them a little treat. We'll say this is just like a little good morning treat. Are you gonna like them? I don't know if you're gonna like them or not. Yeah, you're just making a mess, buddy. The way this is gonna work is the ducks are gonna come out here, see the peas, and hopefully eat them all the way down. Release the quacken! Also seems to be a fan of peas. So I know my duck experiment this morning was kind of a bust, but maybe this chicken experiment will work better. So I have a bunch of old chicken-friendly table scraps. Chia seed pudding, an old apple, takeout white rice that we didn't eat, some old salad greens, oatmeal in there, and I got some hungry chickens. So let's see what they do with this. Ooh, that seems to make them pretty happy. That's what we like to see. Very satisfying to see our chickens eat the waste product, because when they eat our what could be garbage, they turn that stuff into eggs. I feel like that's a core principle that our farm is all about.